Okay, so the mistake I made is I did that action, like I said, it hasn't changed the overall flow of the game, but there's like a huge reward for the heroes. So the mistake I made is I started aiding those rangers there. I meant to close it out and I clicked on the wrong thing. So once that happened, then it became, oh, how do you want to aid the rangers? And I ended up calling Evensong, who is, of course, the girl spirit that we befriended a while ago. And so she came and a bunch of spirits came with her and she totally kicked some serious butt. And every hero is now getting a Scout 3 or an inspiration as a result. So I'm just explaining this because I already know that that's the outcome, but we need to spend an action at that space in order to balance this game out, because I was supposed to spend an action there. Obviously, if he tries to do it now with that troll sitting there, the troll's going to get a free whack at him, and I don't think that that's a smart move. So we got to figure something else out. And so, can Bilbo kill this freaking troll? I don't know. He has 19 health. My answer is probably not. So let's figure out what Bilbo can do. I mean, we can't attack him twice, but I'm telling you, if I attack him, he's going to attack back. And since he's elite, he's going to attack back every time. So I think what I need to do is I'm going to have to just play this properly. I'm going to discard self-sufficient to get hide, okay? So I'm going to get hide, and that's just going to be mine. And then I'm going to... Well, you know what? I actually have 2 successes prepared. I'm going to attack this guy. And then for my second action, I'm going to ignore him and do the token, so we can get caught back up with the game. So this guy's probably going to get to attack me twice, but let's just do it. I have 2 successes right there. And I'm going to draw 2 more cards. Actually, 3 more cards, because I'm next to... If there's a nearby orc or goblin... there's no nearby orc or goblin, so nothing I can do about that. But anyways, so drawing 2 more, and oh, it's a perfect draw. Look at that. Okay, so we're gonna get 4 successes on this puppy, and just so you know, I was prepared. I had this too, so that's another success. I'm not even gonna be able to use that. So where's our guy? Here it is. So 4 hits and pierce. So 4, 7, 9 hits and pierce is what I'm going to get to do. Okay? So let's... You can see this is the dude. He's going to have plenty of points left. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, he can attack. Ooh! Ooh! Each hero in this space flips 1 damage face up. Well, there's no damage. Gimli has 1. Let me check that out. It just says flip a damage face up and then flip back down. Okay, might negates. There's no way Bilbo's might is going to negate this. Especially after what I just drew. What's the chances I'm going to get more successes at all? I'm not. I'm going to get just bogus crap from here on out. So, I think I have to discard my hiding again. So I will. I just displaced all the damage, no problem. Okay, so now I gotta provoke this guy. So let me see if it works. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I can't provoke him because he already attacked me. So that means I'm free to do that token. So just so you know, the token required no tests, nothing. All I had to do was call Evensong. It was just a choice I had. There was other choices I could have made. And everybody gets to do a Scout 3 or get an inspiration. And I'm going to get an inspiration with everybody except for Aragorn, because he already is maxed out. But everybody else desperately needs one. And so we are going to be giving them to everybody else like candy. Now Aragorn gets to do a Scout 3. And that's his choices. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare the weakness. and put everything else on the bottom. All right, so Bilbo did his 2 moves. Everybody's, Elena needed to move. I didn't do anything with her. So I think she was gonna go 1, 2. We're gonna move her right into with the monster. Okay, now everybody's done. And knowing what I know now, I would have, I put these guys here to help the Rangers. I really should be helping the Bones. So my action economy is pretty awful at the moment. So hitting end turn. Okay, the Marauder wants to attack Gimli, or the closest hero. The Marauder does not move enough spaces to attack Gimli, so it's going to attack Elena. Okay, Elena has to do a might check, which is only 2, and it negates 2 damage. So this is what she drew. She can spend 2 tokens to negate 2 damage. I'm okay with that. Let's do that. Done. All right, and next is I actually activated the wrong Marauder, but they're both attacking Gimli or closest, so it's going to work out the same. And this one's going to move 2 to the closest hero, which is actually Aragorn. We're going to move him to Aragorn, which is actually further away from Gimli. That's funny, but it is what it is. The troll does nothing. So even though he's elite, he only gets 1 attack around. Let's capitalize on that, folks. Okay, threat's going up by 15. So as you can see, we're triggering something here. They're gaining ground against your allies. Everywhere you're looking is grisly scenes of heartbreak and despair. Each hero who is nearby a threat token discards an inspiration. Nobody's near a threat token, so no worries there. And of course, more crap is coming. 3 scouts are spawning right here where Elena is. And they use this banner. And then 1 more scout is appearing there. And a hungry warg is going there. All right, so now we're to the rally phase, and we have to do Scout 2. Okay, I gotta go do something, but I'm gonna shuffle this while I'm doing it, so give me a second. I'm gonna pull my son and do one of these. Gotta make sure I don't step on my dog and then sit down. No Mindies were harmed in the making of this film. Okay, so he's good and shuffled. So we're gonna draw 3 for Aragorn here. And we got this. So the Wind Among Grass is pretty interesting. I'm going to just put usual suspects in place. I'm not going to prepare anything. But then I'm going to discard this weakness that was prepared. And now we're going to prepare 3 for his turn. And so we got ourselves some nice successes on top here. I guess I can prepare the Time of Need. Do I need to prepare Lead the Charge? That would allow a nearby hero to also attack. So for 1 action, we can have Legolas do an attack. That's not a bad idea. After you move into a space, you may discard this skill to attack. Then you and each nearby hero may move 1 space without provoking attacks. So they're both pretty good. Legolas doesn't need, well, actually, moving a space would be nice, because then, no, the lead the charge is the better one of the two. I'm actually going to prepare lead the charge, and then we'll usual suspect the rest. All right, moving on to Gimli. Gimli has 3 cards already prepared. The Poet's Heart has a rest 2 action on it. He was actually, I thought he was going to use it by now. But we actually didn't have one of those massive fear checks this time, which is interesting. Okay, so 1, 2 for Gimli. We got this Friend of Bears thing, which I'm going to go ahead and prepare that. And then this Ready Defense will go on top. And which one should I discard? I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it be. We're not going to do Aragorn's ability with him. Okay, Legolas is... he has only 2 prepared skills, so he's fine. Shuffle, shuffle. So he gets to draw 3 because he's next to Aragorn. And he drew pretty nicely. So we're going to just prepare and then discard the Clever Wit. So here's the 3rd card. And so Legolas has himself a perfect draw here. When you interact with a search or threat token, before you test, you may discard this, or it could be a sprint 1. Yeah, none of that's really going to help. I'm going to just take the 3 successes. Let's annihilate somebody properly. Good and proper. I can just see Samwise Gamgee saying that. We're going to annihilate him good and proper. Okay. I'm not even daring trying to do their accent. Okay, so Frodo, I said Frodo again. Bilbo is going to use another one of his food, right? We're in the rally phase, and so he's going to heal 2 more of the fear that's sitting in him. He's now only has 2 fear left. He had 4. He would love to use his pipe, but he can't. And so we're going to draw 2 for him. And we got this situation. I'm going to do the might. And then I'm going to discard the might to draw 3 more. So let's see what we can get here. We got Quiet, the Tookish part, and Ancient Wisdom. If you would discard Hidden, you may gain 1 inspiration and discard this skill instead. I do like that. He's not hidden right now, though. He could get rid of his Embrace the Darkness and become hidden from that. Yeah, we're going to do the Quiet. And so I'm going to put Quiet in. And usual suspect the rest. So here's why it was taking me so long. I know I should try to explain myself more, but I was so deep in thought. This skill says, when it's darkness, you convert a fate to success, which I'm convinced there's going to be darkness, where he's casting a ritual to bring spirits to his calling. I'm betting the whole map is going to go into darkness. So it says, before you hide, you may suffer 1 fear that cannot be prevented to not discard that skill. That's the hide skill. So as long as I'm willing to suffer a fear, I can try to hide with this skill, the quiet skill, and then I actually get to keep the quiet skill. So I think that's pretty slick. And then I can hide, and then this quiet skill is gonna, if I ever have to discard hidden, I can just discard this quiet skill and keep hidden, and also gain an inspiration. So I think that's just a good overall strategy there. Okay, moving to Elena. She still has a huge heal buff, by the way, on her, that song. And so it'll heal 4 damage or threat, or I'm sorry, fear. And she's fully healthy right now. And she's got herself a nice large group of monsters on her space. She's only drawing 2. And here we go. I think we got some good ones. Crescendo of Dawn. You and nearby heroes ignore darkness and add smite to each of your attacks. At the end of the shadow phase, discard this skill. And okay, that's very useful, but not at the moment. So the Clue Finder is the better one. We'll definitely equip that. And Crescendo of Dawn is going to go on top. And then she's going to discard this to do another draw 3. So here's 2 more cards. We got this Tear of Tuna Veil again. I'm just going to keep the successes because she's got some battling to do. Scooby-Doo. She has work to do. All right. Caffeine check. Good. Actions. Good. All right. So here's the thing. I feel like we're struggling, but we're at 47 out of 120. I'm referring to this thing here, right? So we're only just over 1/3 of the way into this particular mission. I'm being super aggressive because I don't know how many more loops and turns they're going to throw at us. And, you know, I don't like losing. So let's try this. Aragorn is clearly going first because we used his ability. So he has a Marauder in his space, and we're going to dispatch him. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So he's going to draw 1, 2, this is excellent so far, 3, and 4. So he got himself 2 successes. He's doing a wisdom check, of course. I should have done a might check. I wasn't paying attention. But instead I said wisdom, so I'm sticking with it. So he got 2 successes with the possibility of spending 1 for 1 more. And I think we're going to probably have to do that, but let me check. Okay, so looking at his sword, with only 2 successes, he's going to get 5 hits in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not enough. So yes, he does need 1 more, so he'll spend a token. And he's going to get 2 more, which is enough. Okay, Orc Marauder's gone, and then somebody gets a token. So let's grab a token, and yeah, he'll take it back for himself. So there's Rangers in his space that he can help. But I don't know, I firmly believe that that's not what he needs to do anymore. This guy's dead, but more importantly, we took this. After you attack, you discard the skill to gain an inspiration. So that means that the inspiration he gained for killing the monster, he's going to give that to Legolas because he's at his max. If he takes it for himself, he's going to get to his max because of this skill. And then a nearby hero gets to also attack. So we're going to do that. And now Legolas will get to attack. And he's going to attack the warg because Legolas has automatic 3 successes here. And then he could even have a 4th if we wanted. So I think the warg is the bigger issue. So clicking on the warg right now. Yeah, he's got a lot of health. So we're gonna do cleave and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just gonna show you, that's where he's at after cleave and 5. That's with 2 successes. So a third one could be lethal, which is enough to kill him. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then done. See, the more hit points they have, the worse lethal is. So Warg is dead, and he gets an inspiration. And Legolas is actually maxed out on his inspiration now. And the Warg is dead. Okay, so it's still Aragorn's turn. I feel like I gotta move and do the bones. I mean, I wanna help these rangers, but I think I gotta move and do the bones. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's move and do the bones. But that is gonna be the end of his turn, because that move is not free. So there's nothing I can do about that. I think that helping the Rangers is going to let you do stuff like, you know, get tokens or something. I don't know. Maybe like inspiration tokens or heal damage or stuff like that. But so the bones are the priority. So I moved him to there. I should have had Legolas kill this guy with his free action, because then he could have moved and did that action. So I'm really not thinking tonight. Yeah, this scout's in the way. So Legolas is going to do a move, and I'm going to move through the scout. I'm going to ignore him. So I'm going to provoke that scout. It's just 1 damage, and it might negate. So I'm going to draw 2 cards, because that's all the more. And look at that, we succeeded miraculously. But we have to discard a prepared card. So I'm going to discard Resourceful. That hurts. But now we're there, and let's get this. Let's get these bones dealt with. So I'm going to try to destroy this raft of bone. Oh, look at this, test agility. That's exactly his thing. The problem is a lot of his successes are already gone. So I have a very low expectation here, but we did get 1 success, and I'm gonna spend 2 tokens to get 3. So that was the threshold with the Rangers. So we're gonna try that with Legolas. Legolas was maxed out anyways. So I'm gonna spend 2 and get the 3 successes. With a crack, the raft gave way under your strike. It takes on water and sun slips between the waves. The light cast by the distant barrier dims. So we just dimmed the barrier even more. And he gets one of those inspiration tokens back. So yes, 3 was a nice threshold. And our work is done there. Okay. Those 2 are done. Unfortunately, we got to keep going. So Gimli is going to try to take down this troll. So we're going to go bonkers with this thing. So here we go. We're going to attack. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is so awesome. 5. That was a perfect draw. So 3 successes. And then we can make it 4 by spending a token. And just so you know, he could do up to 5 successes, right? So let's finish off this troll. So I'm going to move the camera over and bring up the troll. All right, and then I'm just going to read. We're going to do 4 successes first, and I'm going to spend 1 token because I know I need to do that to get to 4 successes. So here we go. First, the 3 successes is just 8 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The next success is 2 hits and sunder. 1, 2, and then sunder. Okay? And that's still not enough. Oh, gosh, we're not going to make it. So I'm going to spend 1 more token to get the 5th success and do 2 hits and cleave, which is not going to do anything. Oh my goodness. It's not enough. So we're going to apply the 12 hits. And yes, he's going to attack back, and then boom. Now we do get to negate it with might, which is good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's our might situation. Okay, so here's the first thing. He has this skill. Remember, when you're negating damage, you may spend 1 to convert. The second one is this card is technically not there. Because of Gimli's ability, he just did an attack. This card was the first one drawn. So we do have 1 success. We mitigated 1. He's going to spend a token to mitigate 2 more. So he canceled 3, and now he's going to take 2 damage. So what I'm going to do is take my token back, because Gimli needs the tokens. And I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to do guard 4. It does get removed from the adventure, but you know what? It's 1 less card cluttering up my deck, and it did its purpose. So we took no damage. Okay. Now, Gimli gets to go again. And we're going to finish this. Oh, you know what? Look at this. There's 2 more hits there. So let me just finish this guy off. He's dead. All right, so he's going to get an inspiration, Gimli is, and you're going to want to read this. Uluk cries out last time, his roar ending in a sickly rattle, then topples to his side. Lies still stone. At last, Adarin's most dangerous minion has been destroyed. Become determined, select 1 hero to gain the Stinging Fly title, and immediately prepare it. Okay, let me grab determined before I forget it. I'm very tired, so I'm thinking slowly here, but Stinging Fly, or whatever it's called. Here it is. Okay. At the start of your turn, you may remove the skill from the adventure to perform an attack and ignore all counterattacks until the end of your turn. That is a good one for Bilbo. A nice picture of him. So you get to attack and ignore counterattacks until the end of your turn. I'm actually going to give it to Aragorn. No, can't do that. Bilbo is perfect for it. But I'm going to give it to Elena, actually. So she needs it. Okay. Troll's dead. Gimli still has another action, and so he's going to move, and he's going to move into the space with Elena to help guard. So now Bilbo's going to go, and Bilbo's actually going to run. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Because Bilbo needs to get into the action further downstream here. Between Gimli and Elena, I think we can take care of those other guys. Okay. So I'm not going to be able to do anything about the 3 goblin scouts. Gimli actually has the ability to cleave, so I think he'll take them out. So what Elena's going to do is she's going to try to take out that marauder. So we're going to start with her turn, and if she tries to run away, they're going to both get provoked, so we can't do that. So we're going to attack. So here's 1, there's 2, and then there's 3. Okay, so she got 2 successes with her attack. And this Stinging Fly, she's going to perform an attack and ignore all counterattacks. So we're going to use it right away. So we spent 2. We got 2 successes. And 2 successes is 4 hits with Pierce. Okay, so let's pull up the Marauder. With Pierce, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can see how close we got. Not quite. No, he cannot counterattack, And then we're gonna just attack again. So 1, 2, 3 is this situation. Crap, crap, and crap. That is awful. Obviously I can get 1 success if I wanted, but I don't even think that's gonna get through his armor. His armor is 2. And so you can see there, 1 success is not even gonna get through his armor. Oh my gosh, good thing he doesn't counterattack. So I'm not gonna spend a token to succeed. It's just pointless. That was an awful turn for her, but it's okay, it happens. Okay, we're at the end of our round, and so I gotta hit end turn now. Shadow phase. Okay, so first guy wants to attack Legolas. He can't. He's the one that's with Elena and Gimli. So I'm gonna have him attack Elena or Gimli. We're gonna attack Elena. Okay, wisdom negates, it's 3 damage. Her wisdom is 3. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. So it's a total bust. However, she has this. When you interact, you may remove this skill to convert everything to a success. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. She blocked all damage. So well done, Elena. So she survived that attack. The next guy are those goblin scouts that are in her space. They want to attack Bilbo 2 spaces away. Bilbo is 3 spaces away, so they're not going to be able to do that. So instead, they're going to attack Gimli. Okay, might negates, which is good, because that's Gimli's strength. And so he's going to draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a decent result. Okay, so he has 2 successes, and it's doing 3 damage to him. Or 2 damage and 1 fear. So he has 2 successes. I'm going to go ahead and just take a damage. So here we go. It says flip the card face down. So he took the damage, and it's done. Okay, now this last one, which is all the way over here, wants to attack Gimli. So instead it's going to attack the closest hero. So I think because Legolas already blew through most of his successes, I'm going to have him attack... Ooh, Aragorn's actually pretty weak. Fear-wise, he's pretty weak. I'm going to have him attack Aragorn. So he's going to attack. Might negates, and it's just 1 damage and 1 fear. So his might is 3. Here we go, 1, 2, and 3. So he negated 1, and he negates another. So no damage to Aragorn at all. In fact, actually, I can keep the might. I'm going to keep it because I'm going to just use a charge of the armor to make it a face down damage. And then the cloak automatically blocks face down damage. Actually, 2 of them, in fact. So that's done, and now our threat's going up. So let's see what happens. We just blew past 2 of them. Each space of the map is now in darkness. I could have designed the game myself. The cloud of darkness parts briefly, revealing Adarant's forces. All right, so more stuff's coming. So let me just put this back down. All right, 2 orc marauders with the candle looking thing. Oh, is it over here? It is. Okay, so right there, 2 orc marauders are gonna appear right in Legolas's spot. It's really amazing how they do that. another hill troll. Holy cow. Okay, so there's another one right here. I wonder how strong that one is. Okay, now we're on the rally phase. Each hero is scouting 2. So let's do, I think Aragorn can go first, so I'm not worried about that. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have had the scout come to his space, but that's okay. So Aragorn's drawing 3. Here we go. I'm going to equip the weakness and then discard it to draw 3 more. And, oh, we got some good ones. I'm going to put the successes on top because we're trying to bash these bones, so I want to succeed at that. And we mitigated 2 of his weaknesses out of the 3, so his deck is at least in a good spot. All right, so now we move to Gimli. He's only going to get 2 for this first surge. Oh gosh, I keep forgetting about this determined destruction, where if everybody's trying to negate damage, 1 fate counts as 2 successes because of Gimli's ability. That's my own fault there. So this is what he drew. We're gonna discard the weakness to draw 3 more. And he drew another weakness, but that's good because now we can put it at the bottom of his deck along with this wit. And I'm not even equipping the wit. We're just gonna. I am gonna give him a Restless Axe. We're gonna prepare that one. How about that? Get a free attack action for Gimli there. Okay, so now we move to Legolas. Legolas is gonna be attacking still. He still has his On the Hunt. That's the only thing that's prepared. So whatever he prepares this first time is gonna be discarded if he wants to prepare a second time. So here we go. Here's 2. And I don't have a problem with that. So he'll prepare well, it's actually an interesting one. Maybe he's gonna prepare the Undying Might, discard it, and then draw 3. And look at this. So he's gonna prepare the Resourceful and get that back in the mix. And that gives him a token. And he's maxed out on tokens right now. Okay, moving to Bilbo, who never used, that's right, because he just moved, so he never used his skills. Gimli, I forgot. He has that tome. He may have to use that later. I keep forgetting to use that tome for Gimli. I'm just doing all kinds of bad moves right now. Okay, so Bilbo gets to draw 3. He's actually next to Aragorn. And we're going to select and discard Simple Desires. And then draw 3. And it looks like this. And it couldn't have come at a more perfect time. We're actually gonna equip Wingfoot. And so I forgot to do his hide thing that we talked about. So he's gonna suffer a fear last turn, Bilbo is. So he has to discard an inspiration and then it gets flipped face down. So he does have 1 less inspiration, but he's back. He has hiding. He's blah, blah, blah. He's hidden again. That's what I wanted to do on his last turn. And why did he get the fear? Because, just as a reminder, this allowed him to hide and not have to discard the skill. So if he was willing to take a fear. So that card, Embrace the Darkness, is all of a sudden awesome. Bilbo has turned into a beast mode. So let's see. Elena, you had an awful turn last time. She's going to draw 2. And she's going to equip and discard this. And then this Endless Melody. Oh, should I put it on top of the deck? No, I'm putting it on the bottom. And we're going to draw 3. Look at this nonsense. Weakness, weakness, and I will equip Child of Bloom. So all 3 of our weaknesses are discarded right now. Okay. Action phase. Aragorn has to go first. So Aragorn, if I try to kill the scout, I'm using up all my successes that I have prepared. So this is what sucks. But I don't think I have a choice in the matter. I'm going to attack the scout. And I'm going to do it with might. So I'm just trying to draw 3 cards. And sure enough, it's 3 successes. This is awful. It's not awful that we're killing this guy, but it's just total overkill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many damage does 3 successes do? Just 2 successes is 5. That was all I needed, was 5. This guy is like dead and 3 times over. All right, so I get to give an inspiration, so I'm going to give one to Bilbo. And the scout's dead. Maybe should have let him attack me. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the search token. We're going to destroy some more bones. So he has to test his agility, or his spirit, which is awful. It's only 2. So this is the part I don't like. And sure enough, we drew crap. Right? So he'll spend a token to make one of those a success. And just so you know, he has this, which will make it a 2nd success. So we got 2 successes out of almost nothing. He just gains an inspiration and that's it. He doesn't succeed. And now his turn's over. So now I gotta have Bilbo do it. So Bilbo's gonna do a move and we'll go ahead and move through like this, 1 and then 2. And Bilbo will go ahead and try to do this. He's got to test his spirit, which is 3. And we have that situation, but remember, he's got that Into the Darkness, so this is a success. He's got 3 successes. So Bilbo just rocked this one. With a victorious shout, you shove the altar off the platform. It stumbles to the courtyard below and shatters. Above you, the shimmering barrier dims just a little. All right, so he gains an inspiration. But the barrier is still not destroyed, folks. And I don't have another bone on our map. So that means we got to keep exploring here. So we did at least, I think we're doing the right thing. And so, yeah, I got Bilbo moving this direction. There's darkness over here, and there's a cave over there. So I'm moving Bilbo towards the cave. I mean, I guess I should maybe move him down here. I don't know. It's so hard to know what's the right way to go. So now we're going to keep going turn-wise. And I'm going to start with Legolas now. And we're going to do a boot scooch boogie. And go there, and then he's going to go ahead and attack both of those marauders. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh my gosh. We had 1 prepared success, and then he drew 2 more. So we have 3 and a weakness. So no issues there. He does get his Boot Scooch Boogie token back because he has On the Hunt. And technically Aragorn would have, but Aragorn's maxed out. So They're both maxed out. But let's see here. These are the Marauders. Ooh, he has 3 successes. This is actually going to be harder than we thought. Okay, so cleave does not work because they're guarded. Oh no, you got to see this. You cannot apply cleave or stun to this group. All right, so that means we're going to apply a lethal for 1 success. We said what, there was 3? And then for another one, we can do pierce and 2. That's 2 successes. And then for a third, or you know what we could do is we could just do 5 successes and call it a day. Nope, and then we're just going to do 2 more. So we killed 1. And because of the lethal, I think we at least did half damage to the other. So, no, he can't attack. So we killed 1, and I guess we're just going to go Steely Dan on these guys. We're going to go back, Jack, do it again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are awful cards, but he's going to get 2 successes out of that. He'll turn those 2 fates, just 2 frowns upside down. And so spending the 2 tokens. And where are you at? Where are you at? Here we go. So 2. Oh, come on. That lethal didn't apply. Lethal and then pierce 1, 2. That should be 6 damage. Don't you tell me it's not going to do 6 damage. It didn't. It only did 2. Well, if that was the case, I would have done 5 instead of the lethal. So 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how it is. Okay. Well, those Marauders were quite tough. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Gimli. Gimli's going to go after the group of 3. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards being drawn. None of them we know what they are, and it's a whole mixed bag here. I'm just sorting them. So here we go. So we got 1 success, and then he's going to spend 2 tokens to make that 3. Okay? I don't think there's any other way to do this. Oh, hold on. We're doing that, so it's a free action. And he gets to add 2 hits. So I may not need 3 successes. Let's figure this out. Okay, so we need the cleave for sure. So that's 1 of the successes. And then if I want to get 8 hits in, I'm going to need 3 more. So I'm not going to get that. So I said that I can only get 3, right? So if I spend 1 on the cleave, yeah, let's do this. Let's figure this out. I am in trouble, I think. So for these guys, oh, actually, they're pretty easy. So, oh, I can't cleave them either. Well, that settles that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the first one. That's 3 successes. I am emboldened, so I get to add 2 more. And then I did Restless Strike, so I get to add 2 more. So there you go. That killed all 3 the hard way. Holy cow. Gimli did well. All right, and Gimli's going to take that inspiration for himself because he spent quite a bit on that. And he's back up to 2. Okay, so all 3 of these guys are dead the hard way. And then then we still have this other guy, and I'm gonna just attack him too. I mean, why not? I'm emboldened. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there you go. We got 2 successes right there, and I could make it more if I need to. I don't think I do, because this guy's... Elena actually did injure him quite a bit. Yeah. So, I think there was one of them was just sunder and 2 hits. Boom. So he'll take that inspiration token for himself again. And another monster is cleared from the board. All right, so Gimli spent all of his actions clearing the monsters, and that's going to allow Elena to get out of dodge. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Get out of dodge, Elena. And then she's going to spend this this song. 4 face down fear is going to be healed from Aragorn. It's been there almost the whole game. That 4 face down fear, and so we finally got him healed up. And also Gimli is doing this rest 2, and so he's going to heal the 2 damage that was on him. And Gimli does lose his emboldened status because he's no longer next to a bad guy. What else is left? I think everybody is gone. So at this point, I think we need to keep exploring and find another bone. Unless I missed one. And that's the part that's going to hurt. Is if I missed one. Yeah, at the moment, I haven't missed one. At least I don't think I have. Okay, I'm going to hit end turn. Shadow phase. Okay, so this guy is going to move and attack Legolas. Might negates. Legolas only has 2 might, so it's not going to be that great. And he drew absolutely awful. Okay, so his cloak does say he may spend 1 inspiration to prevent 2 of a damage, so he will do that. So he actually got very lucky there. Okay, then the troll wants to attack Bilbo, which he actually is going to be able to do. So he's going to move 1, 2, and attack Bilbo. This troll is almost as tough as the Uluk. All right, so it's going to try to do 2 damage and 3 fear, and spirit negates. So I have to decide, do I want to lose hide? And the answer is yes, because that was the whole reason why I kept quiet. So instead, he's going to gain an inspiration and discard this instead. So he's going to do that. Unfortunately, his inspiration is actually already maxed out. He has 6 inspiration, Bilbo does. So, did I take a turn with Bilbo? I feel like I didn't take a turn. And here's why. I have Wingfoot and I didn't use it. I just forgot to use the Wingfoot. Oh man. Okay, I'm really not being smart tonight. Okay, so Bilbo negated everything. He keeps his hidden. And so now it's the darkness step. Everybody is suffering 2 fear. Spirit negates. I really hate these checks. That's just because I'm soloing 5 characters. I'm sure if it was a 5-player game, this isn't as big of a deal. Okay, so Bilbo has 3 fear. He can choose to spend his torch. He's not going to. So he's going to do a spirit check, or awareness check, or what? Spirit check. Here we go. This is the cancel 2 fear. So he canceled 1, and this is an automatic success because of his skill. So he doesn't even take any damage. And we're on to Elena, who canceled 1 of the 2. And There was something else I could have done, folks. I'm not being smart all around. This troll could have moved through Elena's space, and she has the ability to stun him as he's moving through. Anyways, Elena's fine. She is going to spend her last token to avoid the fear. Legolas only has 2 spirit, and so this is his situation. And he can spend his last 2 tokens, and he will, to cancel that. And then we move to Gimli, who has 5 spirit. And I already drew 2 successes. I'm not going to draw any more unless some other check comes up later. And here's 2 for Aragorn. Aragorn is going to spend a token to avoid the second fear. Okay. Threat is going up. And we just blew past another one. Yes. All right, hold on. Gimli is... There's his next 3 cards for that spirit check. Because we have to do another check. Lightning flickers overhead. So everybody has to do a Wisdom 2 check. Every hero who fails discards 2 inspiration. That blows. All right, so Gimli's deck is completely used up, so he's got to... Oh, and I forgot Gimli's ability. I'm going to give 1 inspiration back to Legolas. He didn't need to spend 2. All right, here we go. Wisdom for Gimli is just 2. And that's his thing. And am I negating damage when I'm negating inspiration? I don't think I am. So Gimli loses 2 inspiration. That hurts. All right, so we go to Aragorn. 1, 2, 3, and 4. He's going to lose 2 inspiration. Or it would have cost him 2 to save it. So 6 or 1/2 dozen. Legolas is doing 1, 2, 3. And so he did get 2, which passes. Okay, so Legolas doesn't lose any. Bilbo only has 2 wisdom, but he can spend a token, so he will. So he'll spend 1. So nope, he automatically passes because of his skill. So never mind. And 1, 2, 3. This is Elena. She has no inspiration, so she doesn't care. Now, just as a reminder, this is the Bilbo thing. It's darkness now across the entire map, so he gets to convert any fate into a success. So that's what I mean by automatic success. Like I said, I could have designed this game myself. I just I knew the darkness was coming, and so I prepared it. And it's actually it's what makes the burglar skill good. Okay, so moving on, we now have to scout 2. So looking at Aragorn, everybody except for Gimli is scouting 3. And then Aragorn, of course, has that ability that lets him do other stuff. We do need to get some exploration going ASAP. All right, Aragorn, 1, 2, 3. That's his situation. I'm going to lead the charge. I'm going to discard his might check, and then we're gonna do another one for his master tactician. And we're just gonna prep this one because it's crap. And put these 2 on top. Okay, moving to Gimli. He's only going to get to do 2. One, 2. Those are awesome. We'll put him on top of his deck, but Gimli's going to just do a move and a move. So I guess I could try to equip one of those, but I'm not going to bother doing that. And now we go to Legolas. Wait, we used to be maxed out on our inspiration, and now all of a sudden we're very low on it. Okay, so this is the situation. The Keen Eyes is actually really good. It lets them shoot 2 spaces away. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to equip and discard this one, and then put this one on top so I can draw it again. So there's the 3 cards, and then I will prepare this one and put the other 2 on top. Okay, moving to Bilbo. Man, this is another hour, and this mission, we're 2 hours in on this mission, and I'm still not done. I am so exhausted with this game. Okay, so Bilbo's drawing 3. And it's this situation. So it doesn't matter. Whichever one I pick, I'm discarding. So I'm going to go ahead and discard the agility one. Other 2 are going to go to the bottom of the deck. We're going to draw 3 more. I'm going to do the well-nourished because it actually discards one of my fear, so it'll heal me. And then the other 2 will just go to the bottom of the deck. So wherever those successes are, they're somewhere. And yes, one of the fear has been healed. And now we move to Elena. One, 2, 3. Okay, so we're gonna discard that one, prep and discard it. And then it turns into this. And we'll go ahead and prep the time of need. Put the other 2 on top. Okay. So finally done there. I think we are at action phase. Yes. All right, I'm an hour in again. I'm going to hit stop and go. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.